So I learned something new tonight. I'm making this walking stick that I'm doing for a giveaway for a raffle item for a military organization, the Long Range Reconnaissance Association that I'm a part of. And I did some epoxy inlays on this stick. It's black walnut, and I did some laser engraving, covered it in with some epoxy to fill it in. This is actually inlaid with red underneath there. And it looks dark, but some of the red kind of comes through, and it's kind of the look I wanted. Side, this is kind of a silver gray, almost blackish type, and then I did the red right here on this side also. And these I just left. But what I noticed, because I had it hanging upright from that end up there, down here at the bottom, right here, you can kind of see these little wrinkles, especially right here on this side. Almost like it's been shrink wrapped and the plastic's all bunched up. There's a good shot of it. To me, what looks like happened is as it was drying, again, because of the weight was pulling down on it, that it dried in sheets almost and bunched together because of the weight. Almost, again, looking like shrink wrap, plastic wrapped around it. Pretty neat. I am finding, though, that it's sanding off pretty good. It kind of discolors, but well, a damp cloth wipes it right off, and then you can't even already notice it. So I'm going to keep sanding it. I've got this fine, I think it's probably a 2,000 grit block of paper, and I have a 3,000 grit paper that I'm going to use. If I need to go a little lower, I think I have some 800 I could try real lightly. I don't want to make marks on it, but I'm just going to keep sanding away. But again, it's something, a little lesson that I learned. I'm just starting out with epoxy, trying some different things. Don't be afraid to give it a try. And then there's another one. I'm getting ready to do the same thing with this one here. See, I kind of got some epoxy. I got some more emblems on that right there. This one's actually going to a specific gentleman, Marshall Huckabee. He is a legend from Vietnam. Epoxy handle, and the same thing with this. This is for a first art of mine. I did some more engraving on that one. I'm just, it's kind of very rough looking, but it's kind of intentional. I don't know. We'll hope he likes it, but I want to kind of support this and build this up more with epoxy. So I'm going to stand them both up right here, and I'm going to put epoxy on them from the top down, kind of let it drain down, so hopefully it'll gather right down here and kind of cover that in. I had made a form for this one here. That's why all the sanding was done. I had to pull the cardboard stuff off of it. But I think eventually I'm going to try to make myself, if I'm going to keep doing canes, I'm going to make myself a mold. One that I could take the cane handle, lay it in there, pour the mold, the epoxy in, let it cure, and then be able to open it up, kind of like an eggshell type of thing. But not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. But I think that's probably what I end up doing. Then I can have more of a uniform type of handle. I do have another one I did. I didn't epoxy it, but just plain more of a sophisticated look. But that is drying right now. I just finished that with some Danish oil. But yeah, these are fun. And again, it's just a different craft to use for epoxy with that I'm trying out. I haven't really seen any how to do things on it, so I'm kind of making it up as I go.